This 4K security camera is solar-powered, has inbuilt free storage and can be accessed from any place in the world 24/7. The best part? A surprisingly affordable price. It's called Aurora and it's time to push it to the limits. So let's inspect. Hey everybody, welcome! Great to meet you. This here is a wireless 4K security camera with an optional solar panel and very attractive price by a company which is new to the world of tech security gadgets. The company is called Anona and the model Aurora. And before I go any further with this review, full disclosure, it's been more than a year ever since I made the decision to not review any more security cameras, mostly because of the low view count of these videos. So when a couple of months ago Anona came to me asking for reviewing this particular one, I said no. They have been, however, very insistent, even offered a sponsorship, so you're mostly seeing this video because, yes, it is sponsored. However, during the whole process, Anona had zero impact on what I'm about to say in the next few minutes. So, yeah, this video is not completely unbiased, but in no way is untruthful, and I'm not going to try to mask any of the imperfections or the drawbacks I stumbled across while reviewing this episode. So I invite you to stay to the end, see how this thing performs in real-life situations, and decide for yourself whether this is a new, great wireless security camera brand. Daytime video samples as a starter, and here we can choose between 10-second segments and 30-second segments. The shorter is the default. 4K resolution means that you can zoom in and there will still be a lot of details. This is a security camera, so the frame rate is a bit weird, between 15 and 16 frames per second whenever there is motion, and the bitrate is up to 35 megabits per second using the high-efficiency video codec. Means that the video bitrate per frame is really high, and this we can easily confirm by zooming in. Yeah, details remain. It's typical for security cameras to show very sharp image. In fact, the 4K Aurora is among the champions when it comes to details and good representation, because apparently the dynamic range and the ability to represent bright and dark areas in the same scene is quite remarkable. It even seems to beat my other camera system, the Eufy Cam 330, which I continue to use to date. For low light samples, let me showcase a few examples from Halloween. Yeah, faces here are not to be seen, and it is intentional, of course. Was at least a good moment to see whether the AI is going to be triggered as animal recognition. And it was. In this particular evening, the door lamp was off, therefore the lighting conditions have been as challenging as they could be for this region. Here, Anona advertised their amazing low-light performance, which retains the colors. Unlike most competitors relying by default on infrared LEDs, they are effective in short distance, but not great further than 4 to 5 meters. It's the backup plan for Aurora because it can provide a lot of details thanks to its wide-open lens. And again, side by side, we can see how both cameras handle the different situations. Design and build quality is what we talk about next. There actually are two combos, with or without the solar panel. If you plan to use the camera outdoors, do yourself a favor of getting the panel. It is amazing. The package feels decent. We can see some of the top features here. Apparently the camera is suitable for outdoor use as well. And sure, this is the version with the solar panel. There are some mounting accessories included. Here's the camera, and I will intentionally not remove the cover yet, because the lens area is very scratchable. Never use abrasive objects to clean it with. Some of my older cameras scratched, even by me wiping them with my t-shirt. The shape reminds of a mini projector. There's an inbuilt battery, a Type-C port, and the 1/4-inch mount thread. It is not proprietary and is compatible with most tripods out there. I promise you, this really is an advantage. If you are as curious as I am usually, pretty sure you're going to enjoy to know more about the specs. 4K is the maximum video resolution thanks to the 8-megapixel image sensor inside. There's a very bright lens with aperture f/1.2. The field of view is 136 degrees. There's a 10,000 mAh inbuilt battery, wireless network connectivity compliant with the Wi-Fi 6 standard, internal storage capacity which is 32 gigs, and you can operate the camera
camera via a smartphone app.
The specs definitely sound great, and we have a good explanation of why the image quality is that good. And I feel that we have a very good weight distribution because the heavier part is here on the back side, so that it doesn't impact the installation or whatsoever. I guess this is the area where the battery is integrated, and here we speak about a 10,000 mAh battery. Obviously, this camera is equipped with everything to operate in a standalone manner. It has inbuilt Wi-Fi as well as inbuilt storage. And because I promised to criticize everything that I find not optimal, my big question would be why just 32 gigs? And no option for any external storage, because through the 32 gigabytes, given the rate of recordings and the bitrate, maybe that's gonna last for several weeks, maybe up to 3-4 months in the best situations. But on the other hand, having no micro SD slot is a bit alarming, and I definitely want to see options with 64, 128, even more, doesn't matter the price. As for purely camera performance, this is simply superb. Excellent image quality thanks to the image sensor, but also the very wide aperture. Here we talk about class-leading wide open lens, because if we compare to another popular member, the Eufy S330, well, it has f/1.4, and here we talk about f/1.2, which can let even more light reaching the sensor, meaning even better image quality. So, thus far, pretty happy with the overall video performance. Now, it's a matter of time to check about the installation, the configuration, and whether we're going to face any challenges with the overall performance.
We have freedom about the installation. You can place it on a flat surface, mount it on a tripod, or use the mounting kit with the confidence that the ball head-based angle adjustment is much easier. You may have to drill some holes, or might not, depends. For a fact, it's quite an easy process, doesn't require any wiring, unless we count the solar panel, which connects to the unit with a Type-C port. It doesn't have to be installed, but without it, the battery is going to last for a certain period of time, and depending on the frequency of recordings, typically between 2 and 6 weeks, and then you need to recharge again. With the solar panel and the load that my 4-member family generates, I feel that I'm never gonna need to charge manually. Just notice the graph. I've received the camera with 70% battery charge, which was brought to 100% very quickly, and stays as much ever since. And we talk about the period of the year with very short days compared to the summer. This result is something I never managed to achieve with other solar cameras. With the Eufy Cam 3, even on sunny days, it's been dropping 1 to 2% charge in my old house, where it was getting sunshine for only 4 hours per day. But it is a fact that here the surface of the solar panel is so big that even 10 to 20 minutes sunshine per day are gonna give you considerable battery boost. So the battery life and the solar charging are a spot on. In order to access all the files and the config, it's the Anona Security app. Linking to the camera is super easy because of the Bluetooth option, and you will be connected in no time. Interface is simple and intuitive. At any point of time, you can tune in for real-time footage, and pinching in is possible, up to an 8x zoom. If you access through the phone and you prefer to save some traffic, you can tune down the resolution. I underline the viewing resolution, independent from the choice for the recordings. Screenshots and real-time recording are possible too, and you have quick access to the playback. Going down, you gotta find the storage management option. In my case, the consumption is roughly 2 gigabytes per week, which might last for 2 to 3 months. 70mi have also launched a cloud-based service, which is not only attractive in terms of pricing at the moment, but also allows you to connect via a web browser, therefore from a laptop or PC. In the video settings menu, you can adjust the lens correction features, the night mode settings, and yes, here you can enable the infrared option too, but looks like the color mode is good enough for most cases. We notice the AOV feature, always on video, is gonna record a frame every 3 seconds, apparently consumes a bit more battery, and more than 1 gigabyte per day about recordings. I really liked the option called camera sleep, disables everything but the Wi-Fi connection. It's very battery savvy, of course, and you can resume recording whenever you decide. Alexa and Google Home integrations are possible as well. All the recordings are well grouped and can be filtered using different criteria, and you can quickly export them from the app after they get decrypted. The areas that you monitor can be customized. You have, of course, a feature to mask part of the view, as well as mark zones which will not trigger the motion recordings. Aurora can detect anything that is moving, and it can label it as vehicle, person or animal. This is not always that accurate, but let's say success rate is about 70 to 80%, and I feel that it's the motion detection functionality that really matters. Still, if you feel that this could be called a drawback, let me add a few more to the list. With the early firmware version, there is no option to record at 1080p, just 4K or 720p. Maybe adding this choice for resolution is just a matter of time. The lack of micro SD slot belongs here too, as well as the lack of face recognition and similar more advanced AI functions.
Given the price tag of close to $150 at the moment, with these features and the image quality provided, this is a steal. Perfect for indoor and outdoor use, very safe, very easy to configure, very reliable. Most of the times I think Aurora is an excellent security camera for its price tag. And I feel that it's here in order to make a point. I'm pretty sure that none of their future security camera products are going to be that attractive. Therefore, I feel that the time to buy one is now. In case you want to do it, check the video description for a coupon code. And if you want to support me or the channel, please use any of these affiliate links which are listed down below. So that's everything I wanted to share with you. In case you have a question or something you want to say in regards to the Anona Aurora 4K, comments are down below the video. As usual, such a pleasure to prepare all this for you. Would be great to see you again. Therefore, subscribe to the channel, give me a like if you enjoyed this far, and I, Michael the Tech Mishka, wish you a fantastic day. Bye.